Good morning, AHS, and happy homecoming. Welcome back to Rabbit TV News. I'm Keely.
And I'm Kason.
We have some exciting stories lined up for y'all today, from the ribbon cutting of the Historic Museum downtown, a former Atlanta student with a big story, and a familiar face around campus being inducted into the school's Hall of Fame.
Last week, the Historic Museum had its ribbon cutting ceremony. After a few renovations, Maddie is going to give you a closer look.
Hi, my name is Maddie, and today we will be touring the new and improved remodeled Atlanta Museum.
The department just recently took over the operation of the museum, and we've been working to start revitalization. So we wanted to start with Bessie Coleman because she is our most famous citizen, and so we've been working on that, and we're excited to have it finally open. Our goal with tourism is obviously to bring folks into Atlanta, see what we have to offer. Bessie Coleman is a nationally recognized figure. We're hoping it will help bring some tourists in, and we're also hoping that the community will come enjoy it and really just learn about her and everything she did.
Okay, so I'm here with some of the primary school students, and today they're going to tell me a little bit about what they know about Miss Bessie Coleman.
She was the first Black American female to fly a plane.
Awesome. Do you know anything about Bessie Coleman?
That she lived in Atlanta.
Good job. Thank you so much, guys.
A former student of Atlanta High School, Trey Adams, has set some pretty big goals and is on the pathway to achieving them all. Here's more with his story.
My name is Trey Adams. I'm 21 years old, soon to be 22 in a month and a half. I was born in Marshall, Texas, but pretty much grew up around here in Atlanta. Went to school here. When did I first get into bodybuilding? It all started kind of with comic books stuff and like superhero movies, and then later anime. And I always just had an inclination towards, just muscular guys, heroes, just having muscles, being strong. And as soon as I had access to a weight room, which was in 6th grade, it was pretty much up from there. I lived in there, and bodybuilding just became a part of it as I went on. Bodybuilding is a competition. It's all about who can present the craziest physique, pretty much. There's multiple divisions who all have different criteria. It originally started with just bodybuilding, and it was all about who could be just the biggest as well as the leanest possible with the best proportions. And nowadays, that has gotten a bit crazy, so they have added a division called Classic Physique, which is more catered to the golden era of bodybuilding, where the waists are smaller and it's more aesthetic, you could say, and that's the division that I'm focused on, is Classic Physique. It was my first ever competition, actually. Me and Coach Matt Lavelle, he's based in Texarkana, we prepped for this show for pretty much a whole year, and we walked away with the first place in my division for my weight class and for all the weight classes for that division. So 2 gold medals, a trophy, some other goodies. That whole year involved about 8 months of a bulk, you would call it, which is lots of just eating until you're uncomfortably full to gain as much weight as possible. And then we started our prep about 16 weeks out from the show. We started trimming all the fat off, and we pulled out the W. So I'd say start by eating whatever your mom cooks and enjoying that, and then just working out however you can. It's not a cheap thing to do. You definitely want to secure some sort of financial freedom before you, not freedom, but security before you try to start pursuing this thing, because it can be very draining on the pockets, especially when it comes to competition season. My future goals for bodybuilding, I plan to turn pro in December if I can go and win this nationals competition. I have 2 more competitions this year, including that one, and one in November coming up, really just for more experience. And hopefully I can use, my credentials as a professional bodybuilder to grow personal training and online coaching business, as well as potentially get deals with, supplement clothing brands and stuff like that. Make a living out of this stuff.
This year, our fellow coach is going to be introduced into the school's Hall of Fame. Here's a few words from Coach Waddell.
My name is Melissa Waddell, and I am the head volleyball coach, and I teach U.S. history. I graduated here in 1995. I played volleyball, basketball, softball. I was on varsity in all 3 sports, all 4 years. And then I went on to East Texas Baptist University in Marshall and played volleyball and softball there. You know, when I left here, and I never dreamed about coming back, and now that I'm back, I want to be remembered as not just as the athlete, but I want to impact these girls. Of course, I want to win games, but Atlanta was a huge impact for me. It is what made me decide that I wanted to be a coach. I went on and played sports in college. And so for me, I want to be remembered as that coach that when these girls go off to college, they will still contact me and tell me about their life. And, when they go get married and have a family, I want that to be something that I will continue to have that relationship with those kids that hopefully, like Coach McCord and everybody else did for me, I can do for them. Last year I saw where Raven and Coach Walker got put in. Coach Walker was my coach in high school. Were put into the Hall of Fame, and I just thought how amazing that was. And it was so exciting to see 2 really memorable people who made a huge impact in Atlanta. And so when I got the phone call from Coach Pines to come up here, and he showed me the Hall of Fame at the football field and showed me all the wall, all the pictures, and it's amazing. It's such an honor to be able to, I'm going to be added to that wall with all those people who have made such a huge impact in athletics here in Atlanta, and it's exciting. It's a huge honor for me.
Also, last week, our FFA kids went and competed at the 4 States Fair. In Goats, Jason placed 5th with Billy, Logan placed 6th with King, and Stephanie Alfonso placed 9th with Ringo. Also, Ty Pennington placed 4th and 3rd with his heifers May and Phoenix. With all of the homecoming festivities going on, administration has made a schedule to make sure everything runs smoothly. At 2:15, we will have our HOCO parade and then pep rally at the stadium. The varsity volleyball team will be in action playing against New Boston at 4 in the gym. 4:30, the Distinguished Alumni Reception will take place at the administration building. Tailgating begins at 5, and then at 6:30, the coronation ceremony will start. And last but not least, kickoff will happen at 7.
Also, make sure to stay for the halftime while the Big Bad Band from Ravenland performs The Wanted, and we recognize our distinguished alumni and service awards.
I'm Keely.
And I'm Kason.
And I hope everyone has an amazing homecoming, and make sure to tune in for the next episode with Boosie and Caden. Thanks for watching.
Michael Jordan is the GOAT, period.